Now then, we have an industrial DC motor with a nice reduction gearbox here, but it doesn't work, so we're going to find out why. Let's have a look, see if we can see what the details are here. So here we go, 1/4 horsepower, 180 volts, 1.4 amps, 1750 revs. I don't know what the gearbox is. Continuous duty. Anyway, let's dig into it and see what the problem is. Here we go, here's the gearbox details. 70:1. That'll do. It sounds very clunky. This permanent magnet, I'm thinking one of the magnets has come loose. But just looking here, obviously that goes on there. We've got a screw there that holds a locking tab. So let's undo that screw, remove this, and then there's the brushes here and here, remove those, and then there's 4 bolts. So let's just see how we get on with that. Right, let's have that screw out of there. Ping! I can see where it went. Right, that could have been a bit of an unfortunate incident. Now, can we get this to move? Well, it doesn't seem to want to. And it's plastic, which is a bit of a pain in the neck, and it's on a rusty shaft. Okay, it's on a spline as well. Hopefully we're getting this. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that was lucky. So there, that's that. So let's just spin her around. Yep, these wires will have to come out at some point. There we go. Well, the brushes look alright. It's that clonky noise makes me think that something's maybe been dropped on it or something like that. That brush looks alright, not burnt away. Let's just see if we can get rid of these wires. Have the top off. Okay, have we got any? No, we've just got A1 and A2 markings on that wire. So, let's see if we can get these bolts undone. They're a bit small and quite long, these bolts, so you're sort of a bit nervous about them snapping off. That one's slightly bent. So's that one. There we go. Right, let's just turn this over. We're still in view, we're still in view. Last one. Okay. Oh, it's coming loose. There. Yeah. Okay. There we go. See, one of the magnets are not evenly spaced, so they've come loose. But I'm just looking at those, the armature windings, and they look alright. So if we can pull this stator off, yeah, then we can do something. But yeah, those armature windings don't look damaged at all or burnt out. So we need to tap this gently-ish. What do we need? Perhaps we need level 2 aggression. Probably not, but we're going to get a bit of grief from these magnets, because these magnets are will be wanting to stay there. They'll be going, I don't want to separate from that armature. They'll be just pulling backwards all the time. And if I let go, that'll just go flump like that. That spring washer. And another washer. So how are we going to do this? And we've got a fan in here. It looks like steel fan. Packer in there, stop it springing back. Okay, so I'm going to switch off now because this is going to get a bit silly, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, we're nearly there. Oh. You just have to be careful with these big magnets. Oh. Let's just put a across there. Okay, so that is those removed. So all that is quite good. This shaft is spinning. And I can't see any damage at all. There's a couple of wires that you would think are a bit loose, and they could have been varnished properly, but they weren't. So all this lot wants a good varnishing for a start. Let me zoom in on that. If you see, these wires can move. They really should have been varnished in place. That's a counterbalance. And look, there's bits of magnet there. So it might be a bit of a struggle to glue those magnets back in place, but that's what's required. So there we go, we can see where the magnets were. One here and one there. So I have to clean that up quite well. Clean the back of the magnets and then get some epoxy and put them back in place. But they are fairly fragile, these magnets, these ceramic magnets, but they're quite beefy, and I put that bolt across it as some form of keeper. Whether or not that does any good or not, I don't know. Let's just see if there's any damage on there. No, it doesn't look too bad. I think this is a fix, but I'll have to get some epoxy of some form. Right, and I think I've got a speed controller for this motor, which hopefully runs off 240 volts, and I've got a bit of a plan, but this is just an investigative video. Just sort of dig in there, see what the fault is, and of course it's not that bad. Yeah, armature is not damaged seemingly. Bearings seem to be alright, gearbox seems to be alright. It's just that the magnets have come loose for some really weird reason. Got warm, poor glue. The gearbox has got a code on it of 97, September 97. So it's been about a while, and you don't know how much use it's had. So there you go. And of course, permanent magnet DC motors, you can speed control them fairly easily. You don't have to adjust the cycles and all that sort of thing, which you would have to do on an AC motor. And of course they're easy to reverse because you just reverse the polarity. So we're going to see if we can get this fixed, and if I do, there'll be another video showing how I'm going to use this. Comments, discussions, ideas, thoughts about this, what I could use it for, all that sort of thing. Love to hear from you. Cheers for now.